Hello again, friends, and welcome to the Christmas Spirits episode here on Doc G's Wine and Spirits Review. So as you know, today is actually one of my favorite days of the year that's not a holiday. Today is the winter solstice, which means, thankfully, more sun is along the way. But more importantly, it also means we're only a few days from Christmas. So what I decided to do this year was leave the wine in the fridge, leave the wine on the rack, and bring to you from Santa's grab bag here all of the spirits that I think will help lift your spirit during the Christmas holiday. So welcome, and allow me to pour our first spirit. It's the only one I'm going to sip tonight while we're talking. These are all very strong, but I'm starting out with a Courvoisier Cognac from France. Cheers. And welcome. So welcome by the fire. Obviously we're not waiting for Santa just yet, but in case Santa were to come down that chimney in the next 10 minutes, I have in this bag some of the things that I know I would want him to bring me. So each of the things I'm going to show you are all common spirits, and they're just suggestions for you and hopefully to pump you up and motivate you for the holiday coming up, because not only do we have Christmas, but we have all the parties in between Christmas and New Year's. So all of these spirits, I'm sure, will serve you well. And I'm sure you will not only be drinking wine, but you'll be sharing with your friends and family some of these wonderful spirits. So to begin this spot, I'm going to start with the one on the table. If you're looking to just have a sipper at some point over the holiday, I would recommend a cognac. I happen to like Courvoisier. So this is one that you can readily get anywhere you want to shop for good spirits. It's a wonderful drink. My point tonight is not to go into any kind of detail and background and history on the drinks. We've done enough of that, and I'll continue to do that. Tonight is about getting ready for Christmas and getting ready for the holiday and getting ready for whatever celebration you plan to have in the next 2 weeks. So that's our first one. Let's move our Courvoisier aside. So let Santa, ho, 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 reach into the bag and see what we got. Well, the next one here is for you vodka drinkers. This is a Penn, a 1681 vodka made by Blue Coat Distilling out of Philadelphia. So if you're inclined to have a vodka martini, if you're inclined to have some Cosmos, if you're inclined to have whatever drink that vodka requires, just make sure you go out and stock up on your mixers so you have your chance to have some vodka drinks over the holiday. So let's reach into our bag for another one. Let's see, what does Santa have here? Let's go to this one. Oh, look at this one. Santa must have been hitting this one. This is Woodford Reserve Bourbon. And bourbon is a wonderful drink. You can sip it, you can use it in Manhattans, you can make bourbon Negronis, you can make a Boulevardier, you can make an old fashioned. So if you don't have some bourbon, I hope you get some. If you don't like it, you can try something else. But this one happens to be a good one. It's a middle of the road Woodford Reserve, readily available almost anywhere. I kind of like this one for making mixed drinks, but it also sips just as well. So there's your Woodford Reserve Bourbon. Okay, what else do we have in store here? Let's switch it up a little bit. One of my wife's favorites, for those of you that don't like the single malt scotches, my wife and her family have been drinking this J&B Scotch, similar to Dewar's. It's a blended Scotch. She loves it over ice with a little salt in it, and it is a wonderful sipper anytime at a cocktail party. So if you are interested, it's not very expensive. It's kind of middle of the road, but it is one of those classics. J&B, Justerini and Brooks, blended Scotch whiskey, 40% alcohol. All of these are 40 or higher. So get yourself a bottle of JB if that is. It's really good with club soda. I'm a big fan of single malt scotches. I'd share one with you right now, but I don't have any. But this one is a good backup in case you want to just have it. You can have it up, you can have it on ice, you can have it with a little club soda and a little salt and a lemon twist, and it's a fantastic sipper. So let's get a little more serious here. Let's go to the next thing in the bag here. Oh, what do we have here? We have a rye whiskey. This one I happen to like. This one is from Virginia. It's one that I've actually been to the distillery a couple of years ago. I haven't been back, but you can get this readily in Delaware. It's not so easy to get in PA unless you know of a special bottle shop somewhere. This one comes from Catoctin Creek, which is an area in Northern Virginia. This rye is absolutely fantastic. It's 80 proof. It's a sipper. It can be used in Manhattans. It can be used in other mixed drinks where rye is required. And it is one that I recommend and Santa would give to you if I could. So let's move on. Let's go to, we're going to pull out two this time. Oh, what do we got here? We've got a Añejo tequila, Hornitos. This is from Mexico, obviously. And I also have a Luna Azul tequila. So for those of you who are into tequila drinks, you can use tequila and substitute it for a lot of the liquors and spirits that are here on the table. This one is a sipper. You can see Santa's been hitting that one a little bit. And this Luna Azul, I save a little bit more for the summer for the this is the Reposado. This isn't the Blanco. I don't drink the Blanco much, but they're fantastic in the margaritas. So there are two more of our friends on the table. You can see why I'm not drinking this. I'm just quietly sipping my brandy and waiting for the real Santa. Very good. And then also, something that we keep around here that my wife really loves is this Kraken rum. And this is a good sipper too. It's got a little bit of coffee bean essence in it, which she really likes. I just like plain dark rums, but this one is good in a glass with ice. Now, those of you who might like rum, you might find some cocktails with that. Again, my point wasn't to come for cocktails. It was to give you a shopping list in case you haven't done anything, or a wish list for Santa. And if anybody needs to get you that one last gift to round out your Christmas. And finally, last but not least, if you were here and could interact with me, I'd ask you to guess what's going to come out of the bag next. And it is going to be the big one. This is gin. And this is one of my favorite gins, which I've talked to you about in different spots. This just happens, I just refill this bottle. I don't always go out and buy this big bottle. When I first bought it, they had it on sale and it was a discount, but it makes a lovely, like almost like a mantelpiece on my bar cart. So I use this blue coat for making my martinis, for making my Negronis, for making my gin and tonics, and whatever else you might have, my gin mules. This gets a lot of work. This one happens to be full right now, so we're going to set that right down there. So there you have it. Short and simple. My Christmas wish to you is for you to go out and stock up your kitchen, and your bar too, and stock it up. Make sure you have your mixers. Go get yourself your spirits. We talked enough about wine. We'll be back with wine in the coming year. Obviously, we'll get back to that. But I wanted to wish you all, first of all, please partake responsibly over the holiday, especially with a lot of people out. A lot of crazy things can happen. Make sure you take care of yourself. I always recommend putting a little food in your stomach when you're having these beverages. And most of all, don't drink and drive, and don't let anyone else drink and drive either. So stay safe and do that responsibly. So with that said, we're only a few days from Christmas. It's been my pleasure to continue to come back and talk to you about these things. And I truly hope that you and yours, your family, your friends, your loved ones, you all have a very safe, a very happy, and a very quiet and joyous Christmas. So here's to you, Joyeux Noël, Feliz Navidad, Bon Natal, Fröhliche Weihnachten, and Merry Christmas. I do it in more languages, but that's my bank. I don't have anything left. So we'll see you again soon. Cheers.